What's up everybody, I'm HoopsandHipHop and welcome to a new series. First off, I hope you guys like the new intro that was at the beginning of this video. It's all part of a rebrand that I just barely launched today on the channel and all of my social media, so if you haven't seen it, check it out and let me know what you think. So, I have never really done a top 10 personal favorite Pokemon list before, and I was thinking about it, and I thought that it would be perfect for the new Tuesday videos that we've been doing. So what I'm going to be doing for this series is every other week I will be doing a top 5 favorite Pokemon list from each region. Today, obviously, I'm going to be starting with Alola, and I'm going to work in reverse chronological order, so next time will be Kalos, then Unova, Sinnoh, etc. Since this is more of a personal type video, I thought I would change things up and just do this kind of a vlog style. It'll be easier to edit for me, and plus, like I said, it fits the personal nature of the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the list. Coming in at number 5 on this list is Passimian. Now, Passimian is on this list mainly because I used it in my team on Pokemon Sun, and it was not a Pokemon I was planning to use at all. I just was in Lush Jungle doing Malo's trial, and I happened to come across it, and I was like, hey, I got some space on my team, let's go ahead and use it, and it is a super amazing Pokemon to use in battle, and that's mainly why I like it so much. When it was first revealed, I was like, okay, that's a cool Pokemon, like the football rugby concept of it is interesting, but I was not planning to use it at all. However, once I caught it and once I started using it, I just fell in love with it because it was super awesome to use in battler. It was a super good battler, and I actually came up with a super good strategy to use with it. I gave it Giga Impact, which is like a base 150 power move that normally you have to charge after you use it, so you can't use a move the next time. Well, I gave it that move and gave it the Normalium Z Crystal, so I could use the Giga Impact, a base 150 power move, as my normal Z move, which would make the Z move crazy powerful. And since I used the Z move and not Giga Impact, I would be able to go and use a move the next turn. So I just love Passimian for getting to use him and basically getting to battle with him. He's just a great Pokemon. Now, number 4 is an interesting pick because number 4 is Marshadow. Now, obviously, we don't know a lot about Marshadow at this point, but the reason why I like it so much is number 1, because of its typing. Its typing is ghost fighting, and I think that's absolutely incredible because it's like two opposite types coming together, like Volcanion with Water Fire or like Alolan Geodude with Rock Electric. I love when opposite typings come together like that, and ghost fighting is not only two opposite types coming together, but it's also a type we've never had before, which is amazing. So I really like it for that. I also like that this unique typing, as cool as it is, also has a backstory because Marshadow, I believe, has been kind of figured out to be based on night marchers in Hawaiian culture, which kind of fit that ghost fighting typing. So that's really cool that it actually has a legitimate backstory and inspiration behind its typing. And then I also really like its design. I like kind of how it's ghostly, obviously, but I like how it's a smaller Pokemon. I really like the smaller legendaries like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, the Lake Trio, Meloetta, just all those different types of Pokemon that are smaller. For that reason and for the typing reason, I just really love Marshadow, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him introduced whenever that happens. Alright, now number 3 is Lycanroc Midday Form. Now, I love Lycanroc Midday Form for a variety of reasons. Let's start with the basics though. Number 1, I really like its design. I knew I was going to use it as soon as it was revealed because it just has a really awesome looking design. Number 2, using this in battle, it is reliable as all heck. Like, this Pokemon it will be there for you. It's honestly like having a real dog because it is super loyal, super reliable. I can't tell you how many times this Pokemon took a hit for me and hung on at 1 HP just because it liked me and had a bond with me. There was even one time, I think I was battling Guzma or someone like that, where it took a hit, survived and hung on at 1 HP, and then somehow my opponent got another hit in before I was able to heal up, and it still took the second hit and it didn't do any damage, so it hung on twice in a row. And from that point on, I really liked Lycanroc, but from that point on, I was just like, Lycanroc is easily one of my favorite Pokemon. It's super reliable. Like, I don't know that I've actually kind of had a bond with a Pokemon like that before. I mean, obviously Cyndaquil is my favorite, but to have a bond where it's like, I kind of feel like you're a real dog and you're like my real companion, like that is something that's fairly new for me personally to experience, and that is why I absolutely love Lycanroc. All right, now number 2 is kind of a 2-in-1 pick because I couldn't really decide which one to put here, but it is Rowlet and Decidueye, so since they're a part of the same family, hopefully you can forgive me. Rowlet, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I love Rowlet for the same reasons that everyone loves Rowlet. It's super adorable, it's freaking spherical, and I did not realize until this generation how much I like spherical Pokemon. Like when a Pokemon is like spherical, especially if it's like an animal, like Voltorb, it's spherical, but it's like, Voltorb's whatever. But if it's an animal and it's spherical, then it just gets like mega brownie points from me for some reason. I've noticed that a lot during this generation, but it's super cute, super adorable. Like I said, pretty much the same reasons why everyone else loves it. Decidueye is amazing. Decidueye is a Pokemon I had to warm up to because when it was leaked, I didn't really like any of the 3 starters, but out of those 3, I was like, I'll give the Owl a chance. And I really like it. It's really great in battle. I love its signature Z move, Sinister Arrow Raid. It's absolutely awesome. Its typing is amazing, Grass Ghost, and then that goes into its design, and its design is based on so many different things. It's kind of partly based on archers, obviously. It's partially based on like an extinct species of owl that's native to Hawaii, and there's like a million other things. If you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend checking out Spectre's final starter evolutions analysis video, because that's kind of where I learned all about that stuff, and he does a really good job of explaining just how well this design blends like so many inspirations, and I just think that's so cool, and that is why Decidueye and Rowlet is at the number 2 spot. And my number 1 favorite Alola Pokemon is Togedemaru. Now that might seem like an odd choice because it's just a Pikachu clone and we get those every generation, so why would Togedemaru be my favorite? Well, first off, it's based on a hedgehog, and that really got it some brownie points with me right off the bat, because I really like hedgehogs, probably because I like Sonic the Hedgehog a lot, so that instantly got me interested in it. Secondly, it's spherical, and like I said with Rowlet, the spherical Pokemon just really captured my heart this generation, obviously because they're my number 2 and number 1 picks, and it just makes it so cute. And speaking of cute, it does this thing when you use its Z move where it gets this really like angry and confident and determined expression on its face that is just so adorable, and I absolutely love it. The other reason why I love it is because it's actually way better in battle than I thought it was going to be. First off, its electric steel type gives it some good solid defense that allows it to kind of stay out on the field long enough to do some damage, so that's really good. Secondly, it's got the Iron Barbs ability, which is super handy because it does damage to the opponent every time they hit you, which is really nice. Especially, it came in really handy with the Mimikyu battle for Acerola's trial. That was just huge, and I absolutely love it for that. And it actually can take out Pokemon. Like, it's got a good physical attack, and if you use Wild Charge with it, which is its electric move, it gets Stab, physical attack, Wild Charge, and I was able to take out a lot of Pokemon with it, and it's got good speed, so usually it can go first, so it was way better than I was expecting in battle. It's already cute as all heck, and it just stole my heart, so that is why it's my number 1 favorite Alola Pokemon. And there we have it. Those are my top 5 favorite Alola Pokemon. Hopefully you guys are excited for this series, and hopefully you enjoyed this vlog style format, so definitely let me know what you think about both of those things in the comments below. Like I said, this will be every other week, so it won't just be 7 straight weeks of nothing but this. We will have different videos, similar to the ones we've been doing before, in between every Tuesday. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe because I do awesome videos like this every Tuesday and Saturday. I'm looking forward to getting a lot more content out to you guys. And until the next video, I will be back with it soon, and until then, I'll smell you guys later.